Republican Party will hold its convention in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And 5 days from now, we will officially accept the Republican nomination for President of the United States. Right? And we're going to get a good senator. I'll tell you, you have a real stiff right now in office. He's a stiff. You know, your current senator, I never met him. I don't think I've ever met him. I was only. McCormick. We got to get McCormick, press McCormick. He's a good man, too. He's a valiant fighter. He's a great, great gentleman. So we're going to bring him up for it. Can we bring him up for a couple of minutes later, a little bit later? All right. You get ready, McCormick. You get ready. I'll get you up here. The world will see a vibrant Republican Party that is bigger, stronger, more confident, and more united than ever before. And that's what we are. We're the most united party now. I'm watching the fake news go crazy because they're saying the Republican Party has not been united since Ronald Reagan like it is right now. It was united under Ronald Reagan the second time. It was very united. And they said there's never been anything like it. They've never seen a movement like this. Make America great again. You know, Joe Biden talks about we have to stop MAGA. MAGA means make America great again, Joe. It means make America great again. That's all we want to do. If he was doing the job, I wouldn't even be doing this. I'd be at some beautiful place with a gorgeous ocean, the Mediterranean, the Atlantic, maybe the Pacific. Thank you.
Be at the Atlantic, maybe the Pacific.
Thank you.
Thank you, Trump.
Instead, I'm here with you fighting like hell to get a senator elected and to make sure we take back the White House, because if we do, we're going to make America better than ever before. We're going to make it. And it's not easy because we have millions and millions of people in our country that shouldn't be here. Dangerous people, criminals. We have criminals. We have drug dealers. We have people that should not be here. And it's much tougher than if it happened. We had the strongest border ever. In recorded history, we had the best border. In fact, if they could ever put up a chart, I don't know if they can do it. Do you guys have access to that chart that I love so much? You don't mind if I go off teleprompter, do you? Because these teleprompters are so damn boring. I try and explain that. Oh, there's it. Wow. You guys are doing it. They're getting better with time. My guys, take a look at that chart. Take a look at the arrow on the bottom. See the big red arrow, right? So that's when I left office. That was the lowest point, and that comes right from the government services, comes right out of Border Patrol. Take a look at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our country. And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people.
Awful.
And that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened. Oh.
What the hell was that? What the hell was that? What the hell was that? What the hell just happened?
Move it there. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Up. Move. Go.
Was he hit?
Hawkeye's here. Move it to the stand. Get ready. You ready? Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move? We're clear. We're clear.
You can't be serious. I'm like having a heart attack right now.
Let me get my shoes.
Did he get hit?
I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes.
Hold that in your head. It's bloody. So we got to move to the class. Let me get my shoes. Okay. Watch out.
Oh, look how badass he is. Where did he get hit? Where did he get hit? Did he get hit? His ear's bleeding. Oh my God. What just happened? What in the world just happened? Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I need to rewind this. I didn't see it.
And take a look at what happened.
He got hit in the ear. He got hit in the ear. He touched his ear. He touched his ear. They tried to assassinate him. They just tried to assassinate him. Oh my God!
Move to spare. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Up. Move. Go. Hawkeye's here. Move it to the spare. Get ready.
Oh my God! You can't be serious. You can't be serious. There's no volume. This is the live shot. Oh my God. Oh my God. So when he got up, okay,
Please see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Oh, he got hit in the ear, and then he dropped to the floor. Oh my God. This was an assassination attempt. This was an assassination attempt. This is insane.
Move to spare. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Up. Move. Go. Hawkeye's here.
I'm literally having a heart attack right now.
You ready?
I'm literally having a heart attack.
Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move? We're clear. We're clear.
Let me get my shoes.
I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes.
So he gets up, he says, let me get my shoes.
So we got to move to the car.
You can see his ear. Look at his ear. And then he holds his fist up. Look, he holds his fist up. Look at that badass right there. Look at that son of a gun right there. They're not going to get him down. Oh my God, you can't be serious. They actually, look at him. Look at this badass. He got hit in the ear. Look at his bloody ear. Oh my freaking God. I cannot believe this. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, let me catch my breath here. I just can't believe what I just saw. I've rewinded it about 4 or 5 times. It looks like they got the shooter. I don't know why the volume is down. So there's no volume. I can't believe what I just saw. I literally cannot believe what I just saw. I cannot believe what I just saw. I cannot believe what I just saw. I'm still trying to gather myself. I'm still trying to catch my breath. It sounded like a semi-automatic. Who is a firearms expert here? and what that sounded like. I'm going to play the replay again. But who is a firearms expert? What did that sound like? They just took him away. So you mean to tell me he was speaking for less than 20 minutes? He was supposed to go on at 5 o'clock. He was supposed to go on at 5 o'clock. And it is now 6:18 p.m. on the East Coast, 3:18 p.m. Pacific time. Somebody just said, drink a glass of water. He grabbed his ear. I'm going to show the replay again. It looks like they got the shooter. Thank God they were a bad shot. I don't know how many times he was hit. I have no idea. I'm going to show the replay again. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Okay. I wonder if they're going to take this down. So
His point. And
I want a firearms.
Oh, there's it. Wow.
I want a firearms expert in the comments.
You guys are doing it. They're getting better with time.
I'm going to try to play this as loud as I can. I'm shaking too. Angie Warren, I'm literally, look at my hand. Look at my hand right there. I'm literally shaking right now. This was planned to be a fun, eventful, amazing, rally that we always do. And I'm going to play this replay. I can't believe this. I just cannot believe what I just saw. Is there a firearms expert in the audience? I'm shaking right now. I'm just trying to check out my sources really quickly. I'm going to play this replay. We were watching it live. And I'm literally shaking as we speak. I can't believe this is real. I just can't believe this is real. Please, somebody tell me this is a dream. Somebody tell me that this is an absolute dream, that I just dreamed this. Somebody please say that. There's no way this happened. I'm going to play this replay again. I'm trying to check my sources and see if there's any news. If anybody's heard anything, if he's probably on his way to the hospital. He's probably on his way to the hospital right now as we speak. And just to give a little bit of context, we were just literally watching. This was a live party. And we were just literally watching this. And I heard the bullets. I heard the bullet spray. I'm going to play the replay. I'm just trying to catch my breath. I'm going to try to play the replay. I can't believe this just happened. I'm trying to check multiple sources to see what in God's name just happened. I'm trying to check my research. And this has got me totally flustered. I'm absolutely speechless right now. I'm trying to see if there's any news sources, any hospital sources that can confirm the president's condition. I'm trying to just take a couple breaths because I'm literally shaking. We were live having a normal watch party, and this happened. Is there a firearms expert? Listen closely.
My guys, take a look at that chart. Take a look at the arrow on the bottom. See the big red arrow, right? So that's when I left office. That was the lowest point, and that comes right from the government services, comes right out of Border Patrol. Take a look at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our country. And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Here it is.
Moving spare. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Up. Move. Go. Hawkeye's here.
I'm shaking.
You ready?
I'm literally shaking.
Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move?
How did this guy get there? How did he get there? How did they not? How was this allowed?
Let me get my shoes.
I mean, this is a Lee Harvey Oswald
Get my
incident.
shoes. Hold that in your head, buddy. So we gotta move to the bus. Let me get my shoes. What's up?
Look at this guy. How amazing is this guy? How amazing is this guy? They're probably going to take this video down.
Be the Pacific. Thank you. Thank you. Instead, I'm here with you fighting like hell to get a senator elected and to make sure we take back the White House, because if we do, we're going to make it. They're getting better with time. My guys, take a look at that chart. Take a look at the arrow on the bottom.
He grabs his ear. Watch him grab his ear.
Right?
He grabs his ear.
So that's when I left office. That was the lowest point, and that
what
comes
kind of
right
gun
from
was this?
the
Was it a BB gun, a real
government
gun?
services. Comes right out of Border
A
Patrol.
sniper rifle?
Take a look at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our
He
country.
didn't get hit in the chest?
And then the worst president in the history of our
This
country
is
took
being
over.
recorded. I have
And
it.
look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Here it is. About 40 Secret Service guys there. Somebody just screamed. Somebody just screamed. I'm trying to find out.
Move it there. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Up. Move. Go. Hawkeye's here. Hawkeye's here. Move it to the stairs. Get ready. Get ready. We ready? Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move? We're clear. Let's move. We're clear. Come on. Let me get my shoes. I got you, sir. Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold that in your head. It's bloody.
So we gotta move to the bus.
Let me get my shoes.
What's up?
He pumps his fist like the badass that he is. He pumps his fist. 77 years old. He's got the heart of a lion. Pumping his fist. They're not going to get me. They're not going to get me down. He's got his whole top of his right ear. Looks like it was shot off. What kind of gun was that? Darren says a close-range, small-caliber pistol. Steve says sounded like a rifle at a long distance away.
Country. Probably 20 million people.
It grazed the ear.
And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
He grabbed his ear immediately and then dropped to the floor. I mean, God bless, security was on it immediately. The guys in the back are still standing up. The guys behind him are still standing up. Look at the guy in the hat and the glasses. They got the shooter. Mindy, thank you so much.
Move it there. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Up. Move. Go.
The RNC is literally on Monday. The Republican National Convention starts on Monday. He probably won't speak until Wednesday or Thursday, or the last day, whatever that is. Okay, Peter Ortiz says it's an AR-15 with suppressor. So,
Let's move. We're clear.
yes, somebody else got injured. Yes, there was one other injured person.
Let me get my shoes.
Oh,
I
my
got
God.
you, sir.
Let me get my shoes.
Hold that in your head. It's bloody.
So we gotta move to the bus.
Let me get my shoes.
What's up?
He looks like he's pumping his fist saying, fight, fight. Is this guy not the biggest badass we've ever had as a president or what? Gets shot in the ear and immediately wants to let everybody know he's fine. They got the shooter. They wouldn't have moved him until the shooter was down. You can see the blood dripping from his ear. It doesn't look like he got shot anywhere else. It doesn't look like he got, whoever the shooter was a terrible. I mean, I heard pop, 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 pop. It was a good 10, 15 shots. I mean, you could hear.
What happened to our...
You could hear the
If
sound.
you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
2, 3, 4. Okay, I counted 12 shots. 12 shots fired. I'm recording it. This is recorded. It sounds like it was about 12 shots.
Move it Fair. Hold. When you're ready. On you.
Ready?
Move. Up. Move.
Go.
Hawkeye's here.
Move it to fair.
Get ready.
We ready? Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move?
We're
Let's
clear.
move. Let's move.
We're clear.
Come on.
Let me get my shoes.
This is absolutely
I got you, sir.
insane.
Let me get my shoes.
Hold that in your head. It's bloody.
This is absolutely insane.
What's up?
This footage is going to be all taken down. Everybody take out your phones and start recording. Take out your screen recording and start recording because YouTube is going to take this down. I promise you. I'm going to do one more replay and that's it. I gotta find out what's going on. Everybody take out your phone. Everybody, if you're watching this on your laptop, screen record it, desktop, screen record it. If you're watching this on your phone, scroll down and screen record it one last time.
In recorded history into our country. And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old.
Everybody start recording.
If you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
I can't believe this is real. I can't believe this is real. It's probably being taken down on Facebook.
Move it fair. Hold. When you're ready. On you.
Ready?
Move. Up. Move.
I heard 12. I counted 12. I counted 12 shots fired.
We ready? Are we good? Shooters down. Are we
Oh,
good to
really?
move?
Is that true, Peter?
Let's move. Let's move.
We're clear.
Come on.
Let me get my shoes.
I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes.
Hold that in your head. It's bloody.
He's worried about getting his shoes on. What a badass.
What's up?
These guys have to sacrifice their lives. That's what the job entails. Look at him pumping his fist. Tell me this guy's not the baddest badass there ever has been in the president. Holy macadamia nut. Somebody else was shot behind him. So I'm wondering where the shots came from. He was looking towards the Jumbotron, right?
Government services.
Okay, I'm going to play this again. Everybody get out and record because YouTube is going to take this down. Record this, please. Post it on X. Follow me on X. I am at Professor Nez on X. I'm going to post it there as well because X will be the only place that we can see this and we can hold these rotten Dems responsible. It's probably Joy Behar. I'm going to put that in there right now. Probably Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar were behind this. Okay, I'm going to play this one last time. Everybody start recording and follow me on X and tag me. I just put my link in the comments right now. He's looking over
Comes
at the
right out
Jumbotron.
of Border Patrol. Take a look at that. So that
The shots
arrow
are
is the
coming in
lowest
from the left or
amount
his
of
right.
illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our country. And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our
12
country.
shots. There's 12
Probably
shots.
20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened. Oh.
Move his spear. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Up. Move. Go.
Hawkeye's here.
Move it to the spear.
Get ready. Get ready.
We ready? Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move?
We're
Let's
clear.
move. Let's move.
We're clear.
Come on.
Let me get my shoes. Let me get my shoes.
I got you, sir. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes.
Hold that in your head. It's bloody.
So we gotta move to the car.
Let me get my shoes.
Watch out.
Blood all over his face. Make sure the crowd knows he's okay. This guy just got another 30 million votes. So we got the Reagan assassination attempt on video, Ford assassination attempt on video. Nobody tried to assassinate a president in God knows how long. Somebody tried to throw shoes at George W. Bush. I actually thought, that somebody was going to try to attempt on Obama's life. I actually did think that. I just thought we were long overdue, and he was seemed like the perfect candidate, He divided the country immensely. Look at these guys right there. So they look like these guys on the bottom of the screen there. They see the shooter in custody. Do they see the shooter in custody? Because they are yelling and irate at those guys. Yeah, it sounded like they said they got the shooter, but then Peter Ortiz told me that a couple of news sources said they did not get the shooter yet. Oh my God. It was 12 shots. The camera is panning over. That's the Jumbotron that he was looking at. So he was looking at the Jumbotron, that right there, and it was his right ear. So the camera he was facing, his left side was facing the camera. He's looking at the Jumbotron, talking about the stats, the analytics. And that's when he grabbed his right ear. Now they're hauling him off in the Secret Service motorcade. Everybody right now, pray. I don't care what side of the political aisle you're on. This is an absolute abomination and has no place in our amazing country. Everybody right now should be praying. I don't care if you hate him, if you detest him, if you despise him. This is not how you win in 2024. This is wrong, capital W wrong, on every level imaginable. Thank God this guy was a bad shot. So he was aiming for his head. Let's not get it twisted. He was obviously aiming for his head. A couple inches, dare I say, God forbid, knock on wood, a couple inches to the left, half an inch to the left, and he wouldn't be holding his ear. Somebody could be holding his head in their lap. Yeah, the shooter was on the back side, probably, of Trump. Somebody else confirmed it was a suppressed fire AR-15. Somebody else
Red
confirmed
arrow, right? So that's when I left office. That was the lowest point, and that
So
comes
he's
right
looking
from
at the
the
Jumbotron.
government services, comes right out of Border Patrol.
So he will hold his right. The people behind him don't seem to, they seem confused and bewildered, as rightly they should, of course, but they don't seem like they're under immediate threat unless they're just so befuddled they can't
Take a look
tell.
at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our country. And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
He grabbed his ear immediately. He grabbed his ear immediately. The guy was still shooting. He grabbed his ear and fell to the ground. Yes, somebody said a BB gun. I wonder if that's how they got through security. That's why I said if there was a firearms expert.
Hold, when you're ready, on you. Ready, move.
Okay, so you can see he grabs his ear, okay? He grabs his ear.
Old, and if you
and he immediately drops, okay?
It's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Okay, so there's the first shot. Grabs his ear, and he's about to fall down. Now, here's my question to anybody out there. If this was a suppressed AR-15, wouldn't that have caused more damage? I'm not a gun expert. I'm not a firearm expert. Bearded Ham, good to see you. Bearded Ham says you can hear the action resetting. So it's bigger. Okay. Okay, so it's bigger than a BB gun. I'm just wondering how in the world, thank God, obviously, but how in the world did it not do more damage? Again, I don't know. I can't assess just based on this what the damage was.
Move his spear. Hold. When you're ready, on you. Ready, move. Up, move. Go.
Hawkeye's here. Hawkeye's here. Move it to the spear. Spear, get ready. Spear, get ready.
You ready? Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move?
We're clear. We're
Let's
clear.
move. Let's move.
We're clear.
Come on.
Let me get my shoes. Let me get my shoes.
I got you, sir. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes.
Hold that in your head. It's bloody.
So we got to move to the car.
Okay, I just got a text from my wife.
What's out?
Thank God. Okay, let me type this in the banner. Thank God it was a crappy shot. Oh, I can't wait to find out who this a-hole was. Well, he's going to be famous, sadly. That's how it works with, things like this. He's going to be famous for the rest of his life. He's going to be famous for all time. I think this is the first assassination attempt on a president since Reagan. Correct me if I'm wrong. Ford was before that. Was it Ronald Reagan was the last time? Who's the history buff here? When was the last time we had an assassination attempt? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm getting some images that I'm going to repost on X. So go check them out on X. Follow me on X because I post a lot over there as well. And there's some powerful images. X/Twitter. March 30th. Thank you, Mike. Okay, Mike has a stat. March 30th, 19 what? 82, 83? I can't remember. What was the year, Mike? Yes, they got the shooter. Okay, Jackson, are you a firearms expert? Because I'm getting a couple conflicted messages. I want to be accurate, but I thought it was something not as heavy as an AR-15 suppressed. AR-15. Somebody says it sounded like a 22. Oh, Brandon Herrera will likely have firearm analysis. Thank you, Bert. Appreciate that. If you're just joining us, this is a channel where we cover everything that's happening in our amazing country and beyond and how it impacts everything objectively. I do my own due diligence, qualitative and quantitative research. Subscribe. It's free. Everything that the woke mafia media doesn't cover, I highly recommend. In the pinned comment is our free newsletter. But if you're just joining us, thank you, MC Too Tall. Bacon Slayer, great name for your channel. Did anyone else get hurt? I don't know conclusively, but there are some rumblings that another participant at the rally did get hurt and did get shot. But what I'm trying to figure out and what I don't understand,
you guys are doing it.
What I don't understand is how could it have not done more damage if it was something like a real heavy semi-automatic weapon? I think, honestly, Timothy, thank you so much. I think he just got tens of millions of more votes. That fist pump and the fact that they've tried to take him out, with not one, not two, not three, but 4 sham trials. Jack Smith, the classified docs case was a complete sham. That case is backfiring right into his ugly mug. Cash Money G. Fannie Willis is going to get disbarred and disqualified. It's up to the appellate courts in the Georgia interference case. The hush money trial was a complete sham. That's why Judge Fake Don Juan Merchan decided to push back the trial and the sentencing. The sentencing was supposed to be on the same day that Biden gave his press conference, his catastrophe press conference. And every other case, the hush money, the Letitia Big Shame James with Judge Gargamel, that case, they've tried everything they can to stop him. And I think it was Tucker Carlson, correct me if I'm wrong, somebody who I think is one of the most brilliant minds in American politics and American pride and faith and what the framers envisioned, the values and principles that the constitutional framers envisioned for our glorious country. I think he called it. He said they're going to assassinate him. That's all they have left. Because after he was convicted in that sham trial, remember, 34 felonies, he raised $54 million. If anything, it helped him. It helped him in the polls. So somebody said it grazed him, but I mean, I guess he must have been really, really far away. Here it is one last time, and then I've got to cut the stream. Otherwise, they're going to take away my channel. Here it is one last time. Everybody, please take out your recording. I'm counting this one down. This is the last time I'm going to play this.
Will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We
They're
have
getting
ignition.
better with time. My guys, take a look at that chart. Take a look at the arrow on the bottom. See the big red arrow, right? So that's when I left office. That was the lowest point, and that comes right from the government services, comes right out of Border Patrol. Take a look at that. So that arrow is the lowest amount of illegal immigration ever in recorded history into our country. And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that's sad, take a look at what happened.
It was pretty fast. The Secret Service was right on top of it.
Move it there. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Up. Move. Go.
Hawkeye's here. Hawkeye's here. Move it to the stand. Get ready. Get ready.
You ready? Are we good? Shooters down. Are we good to move?
We're clear.
We're clear. Let's move.
We're clear.
Come on.
Let me get my shoes.
Got you, sir. I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes.
Hold that in your head. It's bloody.
So we got to move to the car. Let me get my shoes.
Okay. Let's shoot down. Let's shoot.
Watch out.
Fist bumps like an absolute beast. Fist bumps like an absolute badass. Somebody just tried to end his life, a father, a husband, a grandfather, a family man. So many people counting on him, employees, businesses, contacts, networks. And he fist bumps to let the whole world know he's okay. What an absolute, genuine badass. It is totally sad, Manny. I totally feel you. Manny says I'm crying. This is about the 5th or 10th replay. I was shaking when it first happened. It's absolutely abysmal. Okay. Holy macadamia nut. I need to take a break. This was more than I could bear. The whole plan was to just enjoy with our awesome Nez Nation audience, you guys, fantastic patriots. The whole plan was just to enjoy a Trump rally and support somebody as Americans, as we have the right to do, support somebody that we believe will bring this amazing, glorious republic back from its knees. And I caught this live. This just happened literally 10 minutes ago. It just happened. Watch the replay. More to come. I need to get a breath. I need to slap some water in my face. I need to go outside. I need to regroup. I need to rethink. I need to get my oxygen level back. Excuse me. So forgive me. Pray for our country. Pray for our president. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow. And as always,